Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake him up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Ball. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all, living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chillin' with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake him up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake him up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Ball. Waking up meant that he gave me a chance and I'm rolling the dice. I do it all, living like I'm trying to go for the platinum trophy in life. Who can you call? Really nobody, so you should just follow me on your device. And know if she chillin' with me, then it's bound to be chemical X and the sugar and spice. Game in the system, but game is the hobby. I'm probably cocky, but hot as wasabi. I mean, if it's beef, then you know where to find me. My niggas is ready and so is my body. You should be running and telling your posse and what's in the speakers and what's in your potty. And she trying to kick it, but this ain't karate. Just keep that shit down while I'm watching Tsunami. I ain't saying I'm a super nerd, but I told you when we got involved, my idea of a perfect date is a PlayStation and some alcohol. I was role playing on GTA. I'm a good guy, but I got it all. If the world should end, be the first to leave, but the last of us acting naughty, dog. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake him up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Level up, level up. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Never lose, should've had better luck. I'ma wake him up from a slumber. Money ain't nothing but a thing, and the level ain't nothing but a number. Life ain't nothing but a game. Level up, level up. Never lose, should've had better luck. Tryna see a check, I'ma run it up. Yeah, I do a lot, still ain't done enough. Ball. Waking up meant that he gave.
Who knows what that's about? Because we know things get broken whenever I'm streaming. And it seems like things are broken right now. Oh, my God. Making heroes is fine. Oh my god, I see it. Like we're having. Something told me, just you know what? Just say we won't have a show tonight, fam. Just say we don't have a show tonight because things tend to go wrong at the wrong time. I do apologize for the folks who are in here. I do apologize. Let me know how the stream is. I don't think it's going very well. Y'all let me know what y'all see. God dang it, man! This is a bad start. The last time I hosted the podcast, we had this issue. What's funny is I streamed 15 minutes of fame yesterday. No issues. And today it decides it wants to be a jerk. Shout out to those who are still rocking me as we're making sure Des, let me know how things are looking on y'all end. It'll help me out a whole bunch. It'll help me out a whole bunch.
You look fine, yeah.
We good now?
Yeah, just don't move a lot.
Wow, that's not good, bro.
Just stay still, man. Just look like a Muppet. You be all right.
I don't know what that face was that I just made. Oh my god. Be nice, Baron.
I'm sorry.
I'm sick of Baron, bro. No, I'm sick of him.
I don't help.
Listen, I'm having like major issues. Like my camera keeps focusing, autofocusing. My internet decides it doesn't want to work. All of a sudden, and things are just bad right now, man. Things are just bad for me. I do apologize.
No, look at it this
so
way.
let's focus on the good. You're still here. You're having a delicious meal. You had a great time at DreamCon.
Yeah,
I did, but I'm still pissed off right now.
To be famous.
Yeah.
To your name.
Got to be real famous.
I ain't get to be famous.
Who you was? Yes, you did.
I ain't get to be famous. Shout out to the chat, man. Who all up in here? Let's see.
With the headband. I already know.
Geek Life Mike is in the building. Don Otaku Fix. This name I can't quite read out. What they say?
Retro Gaming's Addict.
There we go. I couldn't read this. Shout out to y'all, man. We're going through a bit of a rough patch, and I think it's actually good now. I think we're good, folks.
Okay.
Look at you, all glossy and stuff. You doing your thing, man. You all right?
I think we're good. Listen, if you guys can do us a big favor, an incredible favor, you got to hit that like button. It helps us out a whole bunch. Share the stream out. Hit that share button. Let people know we are live. With all that said and technical issues aside, what's going on, people? Fame and the same here from LV1Gaming.com. And congratulations, you guys leveled up to 256. 56. This is the Double XP podcast. I appreciate you guys rocking with us per usual. We are one short tonight. As you guys can see, the Flow Hugger could not make it. That's why we're having all these technical difficulties, because I can't host and back end host. I can't do both at the same time. I can't chew gum and walk at the same time. A lot of things I can't do at the same time. But I'm gonna try to make it today the best way and the only way I can. But first, introductions. If your DMs is popping and your emails are full, ask us communication director, Love One Game, and try and get a hold of you, baby. Baron J67, what's going on, Chief?
You know what? Coming off of do they call it IR when you're sick? But
ID?
No,
IR.
No.
IR.
I'm coming off of IR, coming up from the minors. I was just behind the scenes talking mess as much as I could in between coughs. I'm feeling a lot better now. So if you see me like wheeze or cough and do something like frog, I don't know. I'm feeling better. A lot of games, lot of games, and not enough time to play any of them. But there is enough time to talk about them.
Games. Oh my God! Next up, somebody who's actually cool. Someone who actually plays video games, unlike Baron. She is the events marketing manager at Freedom Games. She is the host of Black Voices of Games. She's the founder of Dames for Games. One of the hardest working people in this games industry. Des, how's it going, sis?
It's going good. I do have a lot of titles. Yo, did we tweet about it? Because I went to look to retweet and be like, yo, we're up, we're on. I cannot find the tweet. Did y'all tweet about the show?
I thought I did.
I did. I'm gonna tweet it again. Look,
Baron,
and everybody in the chat from the tweet out right now.
Yeah, tweet out right now.
Look.
I was struggling. I couldn't find it.
I bit the bullet, and I went and subscribed to Twitter Blue. And it's so weird now because there is a delay that you can put on sending tweets. And so at first I was like, why my tweets not going through? Because you have to put you can put no delay or put a delay so you could undo the tweet like it never went out. It was kind of stupid because you could edit said tweet if you want to.
Yeah, like you said. Okay.
But I subscribe to it because from what I hear, it unsuppresses you. Because listen, Twitter suppression is real. Twitter suppression is absolutely real. The things you will say, the people who follow you are not seeing them. 9 times out of 10, the people who follow you are not seeing what you're saying on Twitter. They're not seeing what you post on Twitter. It's not happening.
So people don't see my random tweets that mean nothing?
No.
See, or on X. Oh, so did y'all bird finally leave? My bird finally flew.
My bird finally left.
Yeah, it was this morning.
Don't understand I don't get it. Like, why do we need to make it X?
Though. I did change the... Come on, focus. Focus! You want to try to focus any other time.
Let it
you
go.
You see my X?
Yeah, something like that.
It's pink.
Yeah, you can change it when you get blue. That's it's stupid, but it's not black. Even though black is the best color, it's not black.
I'm proud of you, man.
Why? I'm struggling over here.
I am too. You saw like the silver lining and
you really went out there.
Yeah,
and you took a leap forward for level 1.
No. Because interestingly enough, I have begun to see more activity on my Twitter. Like today, I put a couple of tweets and like it was active, like it was getting motion. It was.
So are you saying this is a bad MMO?
Yeah. Twitter is pay to win.
Though. Yeah.
Okay, if you already have a big ass following, you got
premium.
You got 30, 40,000 followers already. Even 10K followers already. You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
I'm sitting around a little over 4K, right? And no one seeing. I subscribe to Twitter Blue. Now all of a sudden, I'm tweeting the exact same way.
I haven't even broke the 1K.
Yeah. When I hit my K, I thought I was doing something. He was like, hey,
I got 4K.
Yeah, no big deal. He just came in, fame big follows. It is his name.
That's big for me.
4,000 is nothing.
He out here stunting.
4,000 is nothing.
He said,
"Oh man, y'all 4K."
I'm not
You're
gonna
not
play
in the
with
4K club.
I'm not gonna play with
y'all. Ain't get your numbers up.
It's high school kids with 4K followers. 4K is nothing. I'm about to get my followers up.
We elementary. We elementary, my dear Watson.
Hey, I'm just saying. Oh, he about to click a button.
Why you say that?
Because I seen it pop up. That's why you're doing too much. Let it go.
Bro, look at all this. Look at this. Look, stop.
That's because you're doing too much.
Stop. Even if I sit still, look at it. Focus. I'm have to do something, man. Must be nice. Listen, I have a. Can we get to the topics, please? Because how you feel, Baron, is clearly.
That shit is a 2-pack of ass.
I'm just glad his computer didn't hiccup.
Oh my God!
Don't you use my goddamn sound bites against me?
I feel like I sound like a frog with a horn. Like I feel like there was.
Don't use my sound bites against me.
Oh my God. Oh man.
So what did we come to talk about today?
We can't. You know, we got something to talk about. We do.
Yeah.
And at this point, we're looking at a timestamp. Baron, quit it out. Quit it out. Stop it.
He said, stop playing.
I've already thanked the chat. But shout out to the chat. Dallas Man on Taco Fix. I see it. We're gonna jump right into it, right? Because there seems to be a controversy on Twitter. Starfield is set to release. We're looking at September 6th, so we got a little over a month before Starfield releases. Gamescom is right around the corner, and Gamescom is not what it used to be. And that was a point in time where we looked forward to streaming the Gamescom conference, right? It was like E3 and Gamescom. It was a point that was something to look forward to. Now it's more of a, hey, you need to be here to experience it. There's no on stage presence for us to see and seeing new games. They're pretty much saying, hey, we're going to show things that we've already shown a little bit more, right? There's a controversy on Twitter going around right now. I'm sorry, X. Because Starfield will not be at Gamescom. There will not be a playable demo of Starfield at Gamescom. And so you got people who are hype beasts who are telling us, hey, this is a bad sign. What do you guys think? This is a bad sign. A Starfield won't be playable at Gamescom. It won't be at Gamescom. This is bad. The game's going to get delayed. What are you guys thinking? B, I'm going to start with you, as I believe at level 1, you're probably the most hyped and excited for Starfield. I do want to get your thoughts on Starfield not being at Gamescom, because personally, I don't think it's a big deal. Good luck trying to get a demo for Spider-Man, demo for GTA 6. Yeah. I think that's what it is, but I'm going to get your thoughts, B.
I'm not worried about there being no demo. For me, I didn't expect. I can't believe people honestly expected a demo. Like, I wonder if it's just people just you see there's a demo for Stalker 2, but yet you don't see a demo for Starfield. I think that's really what's the real thing that a lot of people aren't bringing up that maybe stirred a lot of this up. Because the idea that we are getting a playable demo at Gamescom for Stalker 2 for a game that's being developed during war times and a whole situation right now. We're getting a demo for that's playable, but here it is, a game that's around the corner, literally, has no demo. So I can get where people are pulling that from and where the worry comes in. But for me, that doesn't bother me at all because of who we're dealing with. I'm more so not worried, but I feel like there's a lack of marketing. And I've always felt, whether it's from the monthly Game Pass games to basically anything outside of a controller, Xbox has been really bad with marketing games. And it's funny because I just not too long ago with PlayStation Plus's last month editions, they did a short video and it showcased all the games that were coming to the platform, and it did a little trailer video, a little splice, and it just shows you everything. Well, I've always said Xbox needs to do something like that. Just show us gameplay for each game that's being added to the service, and that does more justice than just a still shot. So going back to the main point, I should be like pushing away Starfield news. I should be skipping Starfield news. I should be like those little videos that came out. I didn't even watch them because, of course, I'm trying my best to avoid as much as possible. Kind of just jump into it. But I feel like I'm not having to do too much to dodge Starfield ads and news. Now, news, okay, I'll give, but I'm talking about ads. Where's the trailers? Where's the cut of the trailer? Why? Like, the most I've seen was that whole pirate scene. They made, like, I don't even think it was a video. I think it was like a GIF they made of it, and they were sharing it around. My biggest I hate saying concern because the game's gonna come out delayed. I don't think it'll be delayed, but then again, I'd stopped believing in street dates a long time ago. It'll be here.
Do you think it's an Xbox thing? Do you think because of Halo? Because I mean, let's keep it a $150, right? Sure. If Starfield was a multi-plat game, it would not be under the lens and scrutiny that it's under, right? Let's just keep it a $150, right? Do you think this is it is because it is an Xbox title that people all of a sudden saying, "Hey, where's the demo?" Because I guarantee you, no one's going to be clamoring for a demo for Spider-Man 2.
No, nobody's going to ask for it. And if you want a Spider-Man 2 demo, just go play the Miles Morales game.
He said it.
No,
Bear said it.
No, not even as disrespect, but if you want a taste of what you're going to get to experience, go play that. And it's just going to be a grander scale of that. It's going to be more. Of course, it's a bigger area, like, no disrespect. I don't want them to reinvent the wheel. Give me more Spider-Man. Like, it's as simple as, like, you don't need to come up with this grand game. Like, just give me more. If they just gave us more story, it would be more than enough. Because the game is that good. Like, you didn't feel like Spider-Man while you was swinging around. That was some of the coolest stuff ever. But before I rant on anymore, I think I seen somewhere that they're going to be doing a presentation. I don't know how accurate that was. Of course, I got that information from Twitter. I didn't see any press releases or anything, but I don't doubt it. I don't know. I don't know why people thought they were going to play it. Like, I don't even thinking back to like Cyberpunk, right? I don't think people played much of Cyberpunk. I think they got to watch people play it at different events, up until a certain point, of course. But just I'm still ready for Skyrim in space. Skyrim in space, and you got me. I'm a cheap date. I don't know if he's still. Oh, there you go. He's back.
No, I'm back. I'm still trying to figure this out as I'm listening to the show. Hopefully, I'm not a bit too much of a distraction. And see, this is where we look at 2XP, because we have someone like Des who is in the industry and she typically normally has better insights about these things than we do. Des, being that Starfield is don't get me wrong, I've always said this game is as big as Halo was when it launched for the Xbox right now because of its Xbox has no games things, right? Should gamers be concerned? Because or is this a logical reason to be upset that a game that's going to a lot of people are going to put in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours again. People are upset that there is not a 1 hour demo. People are going to probably doing their character for 1 hour. But your thoughts, Des, on Starfield as getting ready to release and it not having a playable demo at Gamescom?
I think usually when a game has a demo, it's way before it's about to be released. You don't usually drop a demo right before the release of a game. And it doesn't make sense to put money into that when you're going to be releasing the game fairly soon. I don't think it's a big deal because I think people who love Starfield are still going to get it without the demo. People who are complaining are still going to get the game. I mean, we have so many games that are AAA that don't have demos, and people just buy the game. So I feel like they see that there's no need to do that, so they're not going to do it. I mean, it's too late in the game anyways. If there was going to be a demo, it would have been released ages ago.
Oh Lord! Back to these controllers. Look, man.
I clicked it because of what Baron said. He feels like they're marketing these controllers, and I think we talked about this pre-show, and I kind of want to bring that back up, right? Because that's part of the thing people are saying that not been demoed and it's not been in the marketing, right? Before the show, which I should have recorded it, right? I believe we have some great conversations before episodes and after. I think I'm gonna start having those recorded and saved for our members as a thank you to our members. Baron had brought up how he felt like the marketing was sus and they could market this controller more. Des gave her a point why she believed this controller, at least recently, you've seen this controller more than you've seen the marketing. Des, or let's go back to B. So B made the point, and then we'll let Des make that counterpoint, because I think what she said made a lot of sense. But go ahead, B.
If I'm not mistaken, do you guys remember there being I don't know what primetime event. I don't know if it was baseball or if it was it most likely would have been the baseball postseason. But Fallout 4 was on like major television ads. Fallout 4 marketing was off the charts. You had all of the special, remember, each week leading up to the game, they did a video describing the stat. You know,
when was that again? What year was that?
It was Fallout 4. And they had videos. They even released a cell phone game that people still play to this day. The Vault, the Vault Manager. There was in that game, actually it wasn't even a mobile game. It made it to console as well. There was a whole thing. Like all of Bethesda and ZeniMax was behind Fallout 4. So now, if this game is supposed to be as big as people are saying, as you mentioned, it's supposed, in my opinion, I agree with you that at this point in time, because even though Halo is still big, the conversation around Halo is dead in social media, in my opinion. And if I'm not mistaken, they just announced a new season, and people really aren't even, from what I see, the conversation is not around it much. But the marketing is just nowhere near what I've seen for past games. Hell, we see more marketing for Redfall. That's a fact.
When did Fallout 4 come out in 2015?
I don't remember exactly. Well, yes,
okay,
I
but
do. It came out. Look, as I have the big ass banner right here. Yeah, November 10th, 2015.
Okay, those very different times in the economy and how games are marketed. So, like, COVID has really changed, like, the landscape for a lot of things. There were still events going on during that time, physical events that you could go to where you would want to have a demo for your game and you would want to market it because you had physical events for people to come to. So that was part of, like, naturally building up that hype, right? We don't really have that now. Like, a lot of people are cutting their performance marketing on their games. Like, a lot of people across the board. Go ahead.
But you can't ignore that your public competition, PlayStation, just ignored everything you just went around everything you just said. They had very big marketing. You remember they even built a whole damn they had the Leviathan axe in London, and people like they had Super Bowl commercials. They had press events like that. This is. I'm only comparing it to. I use Fallout because that's in house, and that I get what you're saying. You point that out. That is beyond fair. But now let's compare it to within the last 2 years. They're doing hell. Let's compare it to Redfall. That's within the same calendar year. Nowhere near the same. And that's all I'm saying.
Well, if we're going to compare it to Redfall and we see that they did a lot of marketing for that and it still failed, not because of the marketing, but they still didn't do as much marketing as we wanted to see for Redfall. And that could have been the start of us seeing that they were cutting back. I mean, if what they are pushing right now, like if we're thinking about Microsoft as a company, not Xbox, Microsoft as a company, they are pushing partnerships. They are pushing partnerships with movies. The last 4 special edition like things that have come out that they've gone really big on is the Gran Turismo, which there's a movie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where there's a movie, Barbie, where there's a
Gran
movie,
Turismo.
Black Panther. What's it called? What was that one that they got? The
Forza console.
No. Yeah, you're talking about the Forza. Yeah. I got you.
But everything, I feel like they're moving in a different direction. And I feel like PlayStation is still very PlayStation. We are about games. That's what we're about. But that's because that's what their focus is. Microsoft is a big-ass company, and I feel like Xbox is a part of that. But, like, that's not all the... You know what I'm saying? Like, Xbox is
a lot of marketing for something we can't buy, though. And there's a good chance 99% of us would never get our hands on that controller.
Oh, never. Absolutely never. But it keeps you hyped, right? It keeps it circulating. Like, that's still marketing.
Yeah.
You can never get it. Just like that.
No, you're right.
That's incredible marketing, actually. Yeah. You're literally everybody's talking about something they can't even get.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And you know what? And it's funny. Shout out to Jay for the $10 super chat. PS fanboys run with the narrative, and people make a big nothing burger out of it. We need to stop this. By the way, merchandise for Starfield is damn near sold out everywhere. I'm not worried about the game. Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, definitely not worried about the game.
This is the funny thing. You're talking to a guy who I think I've already spent about 500 so far on Starfield.
Yeah.
Got the controller, got the collector's edition, got the watch. So you guys this is coming from a place of somebody who's diehard sold on
fan.
Yeah, I'm coming from a place of love. They are not marketing the game nowhere near as other games they've marketed.
I saw in the UK. In the UK, they have some type of energy drink called Lazard something, and they have a big marketing campaign with Starfield around it.
Yeah. But hey, okay, so getting on a negative Nancy note, right? Like, because we can't ignore what's happened in the past within the same hub. Like, it's not like we're utilizing, like, the examples I'm about to give are not for some outside company, not for a different arm of Xbox. This is from Xbox. We're dealing with the company that delayed the game that was on the cover of their new console. We're dealing with the company that was selling products and marketing for a game that was not out, and it was on the market with codes and stuff and dates and everything was outdated. So we have to acknowledge, like, I get people are worried, and I can understand a lot of it maybe is like people BS fueling it. Like, I'm not gonna say it's people legit worried that the game's not gonna come out or it's gonna get delayed, but to completely disregard it, that's I don't know, that's a little too reductive for me, because we've seen it happen in the past. I mean, this game in itself had a street date. I don't believe in street dates anymore because of this game. Halo, same house, same same company, same ownership. Halo went through what it went through. But once again, I played the hell out of Halo. I forgot how many hours we got in that damn game, fam. But days. And then I'm about to play the living crap out of Starfield for the next 10 years without.
Let me ask you this:
I'm confused.
Go ahead, Des. I'm sorry.
I don't like. What is the worry about? Like, the game, you're going to get the game at some point. So
delays. People are worried the game's going to get delayed.
But if it gets delayed, that just means they're taking more time to make sure the end product that you get is better than what they would have released. Would you rather play a broken game? Not you. I'm just speaking in general.
Like you, I would have.
Would you rather play a broken game or have?
I'm gonna be honest.
The game.
I'm gonna be honest. A lot of this, Des, with the it's coming from a fan base who probably will tell you should not buy an Xbox.
Yeah. Yeah.
The unfortunate part about that is the biggest fan base, so they're louder, and so that's where the conversation comes from. So one of the things that happening,
trying to fan flame.
It's very interesting because I'm just like, just wait, be patient. It's not like you don't have a ton of fucking games in your Steam library or whatever system you have there. I guarantee you, everybody who's complaining has a game that they haven't finished or has in their library. Just chill, baby.
Bro, yeah, and that's why for me, I'm just sitting back, excited for Gamescom. I'm excited to have my wife open the collector's edition when it gets to the house and to send me a picture of the code, or to have her install it on my Microsoft account so I can be in somebody's panel and ignore what they're saying and be playing it on my G Cloud off of the Seattle Wi-Fi. I just being honest. Bro, Baldur's Gate is about to.
I'm so excited about tomorrow.
I just took my portable SSD and hooked it up to my computer.
Listen, I'm streaming it tomorrow.
Yeah, I got it.
You're streaming it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna stream it tomorrow.
Yeah,
are you gonna let us know you're streaming?
Yes.
Okay, because you'll never.
Yeah, because it's a big game. The other games I've been playing are just like me fucking around and being.
I found another game I think you would like, but we'll talk later.
Okay. But I think at the end of the day, there's a couple of things that could be happening here. Number one, let me ask you guys this, and the chat: is there any possible way that we feel that Starfield is more important to Xbox than Xbox feels Starfield is to it? Are we overvaluing Starfield?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
Because in our eyes, we're seeing biggest Xbox game in a long time. Maybe Xbox isn't saying that internally. And that's why there's no blowout. Because remember when Diablo, before it came out, you couldn't go to the movies?
Oh, yeah, there was a crap ton of marketing.
It was everywhere.
Everywhere. You're right. Yeah.
I should be able to go. And so I guess people like me as well. Like, I haven't seen TMNT yet, right? I just bought my tickets for this weekend coming up. I would love to sit down and see a Starfield commercial. Because my kids, my daughter, she knows nothing about the Diablo games, right? Hey, are you buying Diablo?
Yeah. No, but that is what I'm talking about. It's not for us. The marketing's not for us. We are, like I said, I'm already invested. I'm already invested in Starfield. I've been invested in Starfield.
Oh, how long before okay, so I'm trying to think, like, when did they start doing
Fallout 4.
6 months of marketing for Fallout 4? Well, that makes sense, right?
Summer. It started in like summer.
That's during E3.
It was
so
E3.
That makes sense. Yes,
and then,
that makes absolute sense. For Diablo, how much marketing right before? Because I think that's a good indicator. If you had like the back end research on that, like, hey, they start heavily marketing a month before they drop a game.
It was more than a month, which is creepy, right? Because Diablo 4 carries a big enough name. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to step on you.
No.
I believe Diablo carried enough name to where what everybody is saying now about how Starfield doesn't need to market, Diablo clearly, like on a grander scale, it's already got the name behind it. Hell, like Diablo really didn't need to market the way they did.
Do we think that money's getting cut from marketing because of it's the delays? Because that's the first thing that gets cut usually when like there are delays and money needs to go towards something else. It's cut from marketing. Do you think? I mean, I know it's Microsoft, but maybe not. I know Microsoft has the money, but maybe they don't want to put any more money into it to help market it. Maybe they're using their budget to.
When I was live yesterday, Dez, people when I was doing, I did 15 minutes of fame yesterday, and this came up as one of my topics, right? And the chat kept telling me that it's up to Bethesda to market Starfield, not Xbox, because Bethesda kept its publishing and marketing arm or whatever. But to me, what is Bethesda if it's not Xbox? If Bethesda fails,
that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Even if it's up, like Bethesda would make the choices and the decisions on maybe what the marketing looks like and things like that. But the money, if they're owned by Xbox, they're budgeting, like Xbox probably approves their budgeting, right? Because they're owned. Like who's paying the Bethesda employees? Like they have to be getting the money from somewhere. So like you have to think like out like larger than just it's Bethesda. Like you have to think about where that money's coming from. And if the game has been delayed and delayed and delayed, that means there's been money put into those delays. That means they have to pay these people. They have to pull from somewhere. And just like historically and just like everyone knows, marketing and arts gets cut first.
And this is insider knowledge, guys. Like she's not just pulling this out her ass. Like this is from being behind the scenes.
I do think the conversation is overblown. However, like Saltman said in the chat, I do believe with a new IP, you need to be as loud as possible. It is That's new all I'm saying. You don't. If this was the Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh, marketing would be everywhere. Are you kidding me?
No, but you wouldn't even. This amount of marketing for Starfield would be appropriate for Elder Scrolls 6 because it's an established.
You can pull that.
You can pull it out.
It's already like established. Yeah.
But for Starfield, you let the masses know.
Let me tell you. Well, the thing that trips me out, right, is I've always said that Xbox has sucked at marketing. I've always felt that. That's nothing new. If you guys go back and watch or you've heard me rant time and time again, I've always felt they've been trash at marketing. And it's funny because little things would fix it, but there's just always, in my opinion. So, but here's some quick fixes. You have space launches going out of freaking Florida every other day. Like, why haven't you put a Starfield logo on a damn ship? Like, why haven't you partnered up with NASA and taught classes or something? Something's goofy and simple just to get the name out there in that way, outside of the people who are already going to buy it. Because it feels like they're trying to, it feels like they try to sell to us when we're getting it. Like
you don't have to sell Starfield to us.
You don't have to sell me.
I don't think it's that they're trying to sell to you. It's just they're doing the bare minimum, and because you guys already like it, you see it.
Yeah,
you know, like that's
weird
really
for a new
is.
IP. Like Rings, like Salt said, like that. It's a weird.
I wonder how long before we get a. I wonder how long before we get a tweet from 15 people with the same tweet about how they were just in Seattle.
Yeah. Oh,
because it's going to happen.
Out there,
they did it for Redfall. Remember Cody Swood? Everybody and their mom was out there for Redfall. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked to see a tweet, and they all go tweet at the same time with their NDA lifts about I got to play Starfield in Seattle. These are my thoughts. I think that might be more of the route Microsoft going because they did the same thing with Redfall. I just don't think this game, like people are trying to hint at, is being hidden because it's broken. I don't think that's the case. I just think that they're going a different route with this.
I agree.
But I just would love to see more.
I want to see if it's the same as how they did Redfall. I would like to see that, and then like just kind of do a case study on like how they're marketing their new games because they've definitely, like I said, like
there's still ads for Redfall. Like they just put up ads recently for Redfall. I don't know if you guys have seen that. They've had Layla Ellison doing her.
They need to.
Yeah.
They need to.
I don't know why. Is anybody still playing Redfall? Chat, y'all playing Redfall?
They're trying to get new people.
And I seen somebody actually give it a raving review, which, if you have fun, I always tell people the fun factor is a very real thing.
Yeah, it's very important.
Yeah, like what's that one game where the dude is in a pot swinging the hook, climbing? Like I've seen people are up. What's that one that everybody's been playing recently? Like
I think it's just up, right? Or
just up, or something, like whatever it's called. But
yeah,
the fun factor is a very, very real thing, and I think a lot of people like to ignore that when it comes to
your game can look like absolute shit, but if you're having fun,
I mean, hell, look at BattleBit. It's literally pixels and
look at Unturned. It's like a generic version of Minecraft, and I love that game.
See, yeah, like it just So I hope we don't get a delay. I don't think we will, but I tell you, if we get a delay, I'm just gonna act like it doesn't exist until it magically pops up on my Xbox. Because I think I have it pre-installed already.
Geek Life Mike, I bet the marketing would be a special edition Xbox Series X. Yeah, we know you probably gonna have it. if it's a thing, Mike, we know you got it.
Hey, Mike bringing it home. Mike bringing it home. He got it.
If it's a thing, Mike got it. So we can hold them hostage.
Hey, Saltmines, don't be telling my business, man. Yeah, I beat the first boss and then realized there was like 3 other ones and it's a whole different game. Redfall lied. Okay, sidebar, completely off topic.
Oh, here we go.
Redfall did the whole like, oh, you thought you were done. No, here's the real world you're gonna be in. And it was so demoralizing because I thought I beat the game. And I did.
He thought wrong.
Yeah, I definitely got played. I truly, honest to God, thought I beat Redfall. And they was like, nah. Wait,
Tragic.
There's more. Back to the regular scheduled topics. I apologize.
Tragic. Listen, I'll also chat there for us. So shout out to the chat, man. We're going to switch it up a little bit, right? Because I know Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3. I saw Dez. Let me tell you something, Dez.
Yeah.
So I follow you on the Level 1 account on TikTok.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, I know
Don't you ever post no provocative shit and turn stitches off. Because I had a funny, the whole thing about when the bear thing, I had something funny ready to go in the chamber, and
I'll turn it on.
Turned stitches off, and I was so mad. I was so mad because I was there, and I was gonna green screen my bear on my face. I was ready. And you had stitches off. Never do that again.
I'll turn them on. It's just I'm just randomly doing stupid shit on TikTok.
I was like, this is talking records.
I'm in it. I'm ready.
I went online, found me a green a bear. I was going, man, listen.
Oh my God. It was finna be on. Hey, I'm so excited, man.
I am so excited.
Baldur's Gate 3 drops, I believe, tomorrow on PC. And I saw a tweet, I believe it's from former God. I can't think of the name. Sorry to you who said it on Twitter. That they've never seen so many PlayStation fans hype up Baldur's Gate 3. People who've never spoken about the game and played the games are all of a sudden super excited about it because it releases on PlayStation around the same time as Starfield, right? But it is releasing tomorrow on PC. It's going to release September 6th only on PlayStation because it's delayed on the Xbox Series X. We've heard from we've heard from the Baldur's Gate people that originally it might have been the Series S is the issue, and then we got a tweet from Thomas Puha. Thomas Puha. He's the communications director at Remedy. He put out a tweet. This is what he said. I feel Larian's pain on Series S. It's not about just optimize at the end. LOL. Nah. You have to take into account the technical limitations from the beginning of development. nobody really wants to think about. What do you say? That's not how you say that. Nobody really wants to think of nobody wants to think of that when you start making your game when everything is possible. So he's blaming the Series S, and we've heard whispers and things about the Series S being a problem, right? I personally, I wish Microsoft would somehow fix this. I wish the Series S was a dedicated handheld console, right?
Damn.
Is the Series S a problem? Especially thinking about how we're going into a possible mid-gen refresh. You'll have the PS5 Pro, the Xbox XL if it exists, the PS5, the Series X, and then the Series S. Do you guys foresee? Go ahead.
We low key did already get a kind of a refresh when it came to the Series S. They doubled up on the memory and changed the color.
Well, according to Xbox, the Series S is their standard next-gen console. And the Series X is the mid-gen refresh, just at the beginning of the gen.
Who lied? No, I don't know. I haven't seen too many. I've heard people discuss tweets, but I haven't seen too many devs come out and say that this is a problem to work with.
I mean, if the developer's saying it.
Well, it wasn't even a dev. It was a community manager. No offense to him. Maybe
communication.
Oh, wait. He's the community manager for them?
Communications director at Remedy.
He would know.
But there was a conversation that was had at one point with Larian about the Series S, and they came out on Reddit and put a Reddit post.
Yeah.
But it seems like they may be having issues with the Series S.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time devs had a problem with a console. Look at the whole PS3 era. Like, I mean, so Xbox messed up.
I understand it, but then we got games like the new Jedi Fallen Order. It's releasing an Xbox One and PS4 version. So you get what I'm saying? Like, how much of a detriment is the Series S? Right? And then when you're building these games, you're building them for a PC. You also you got super low spec PCs running Baldur's Gate 3. Or why not the Series S? Nope. And I'm not a technical guru.
It looks like old school RuneScape.
Yeah. It's way more complicated than just saying, like, I think, like, for people who are outside of it and not in developing, it's easy for you to say, like, why can't you have it on this if you have it on that? But it's much more complicated. There are just certain things that, like, happen, certain things that are game breaking that on one work fine, but they can't figure out how to fix whatever's breaking in their game. So we have those issues a lot. Like, all of our games get released on Steam, but then when you're trying to port it over to Switch or Xbox and PS4, each one of those has a different layout, a different process on how to do that. And what works for one isn't going to work for the other one. So they may just not be able to figure out what's game breaking on the one thing. And usually for these games, they start building it for one system. They don't start building it simultaneously for a bunch of, do you know what I'm saying? So whatever they were testing it out on first is what got the most attention, and then, they start doing ports for other things. So they obviously did it for the computer first because that's what it's releasing out on.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Microsoft mandates the Series X version be made at the same time as the Series X. I'm sure they mandate that, but man, it kind of sucks to know that for the people. Again, I don't think there aren't as many people excited for Baldur's Gate 3 as there would be if Starfield was multi-plat, right? Because I can name on my one hand how many people I know I've heard even tweet or talk about Baldur's Gate on a regular basis, right? Nicholas Downey from Lords of Gaming. There's just a handful of people, right? So I think a lot of this is I want to hype up this game because I can't play Starfield because I refuse to buy an Xbox because Xbox has no games. But
I think they're two different totally type of games. So like,
people are gonna be in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, if they're hyping it up because they can't get the other game, one, that's stupid because they're they're two totally different types of games. The gameplay is different and everything. So maybe people are hyping it up because they don't know if it's coming out, and Baldur's Gate has been putting a lot of effort.
Well, they're hyping it up because it's not coming out. It's not coming on Xbox, and then Xbox has it's almost as if, in a lot of people's eyes, this game is an exclusive to PlayStation. To a lot of people because it's not releasing on Xbox, and that's why the conversation around it is so high when it comes to the Series S. Because again, if this game didn't also release on it didn't release on PlayStation September 6th, right? Let's say the Xbox version released at the exact same time, it would not be in the news cycle. It wouldn't be. But because of that, and then it's created more conversation around the Xbox Series S, which again should have been a handheld. I'm sorry, bro. It should have. Xbox should have launched the Series X and told you, you know what else we got? A Series S handheld.
Or attached a monitor to it, like that little travel monitor you could slap on it.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I think all in all, it may be a bigger issue of the same thing we saw excuses made for Final Fantasy. Well, they don't sell that much over there. So we know there's more PlayStations in homes. So if we're going to spend resources to build another port, let's dive into the one that's going to sell the most.
That is absolutely part of the decision. That's why it was on computer first. A lot of people have computers. And then, it's about money at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be shocked if there's a physical version eventually for PlayStation, but not for Xbox. It wouldn't shock me if that's what ended up happening.
Oh, yeah. I've seen a couple of games do that.
Yeah, it totally wouldn't shock me. And then it's going to take Special Reserve to come out of nowhere and do a...
It wouldn't shock me for it to launch on Game Pass next year. On Xbox.
I could see them working up a good deal. Yeah,
because it's come out that Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 is about to release on Game Pass. FYI, for those who didn't know, it looks like there's some information that got leaked about Baldur's Gate, and I want to make sure I
pro tip, go ahead and equip the bow and watch out for the spiders in the web on Baldur's Gate 2, because I don't think people comprehend how difficult this damn game is. It's going to be hilarious.
I wish I could take off tomorrow to play it.
Bro, I'm thinking about putting in that PTO. I'm so glad my company switched to PTO.
I can't.
Because now they can't ask questions. It's just I'm not coming.
Shout out to
I have so many meetings tomorrow.
Shout out to Idle Sloth, which if you guys can hear my voice, go tell Idle Sloth why he don't mess with level 1 like that. But his tweet was actually in this Yahoo article because he tweeted it out. A notification: new games unleashed. Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2 have been let loose. Play these games and more on Game Pass. And there's another one, so it looks like it might be coming to Game Pass soon. So there's that. So I wouldn't be shocked if 3 didn't launch because it's not launching on the same day as PlayStation. I wouldn't be shocked if it didn't launch in Game Pass next year. Listen, we got almost 40 people watching. Can we get 40 likes? I'd appreciate that. We want to get 100, right? Shout out to Jax82. Jax82 with the $5 super chat. He says, if the game's not optimized well on the Series S or X, will a mid-gen refresh really help with that? I own the Series S and I think they can do it. Why stop? Now, I think they can do it too. Is it? I don't want to be one of the people who instantly jump to lazy developers, right? I really don't believe in that mantra.
Yeah, I don't believe in that. Yeah.
I do believe that they're more technically advanced developers who can do more with less. I don't think a mid-gen refresh will fix the issue, because if the Xbox Series S is the issue, they won't fix that. My biggest worry is that we can see an early phase out of the S. But I don't think Microsoft is SSX is XS everything. When you download a game, it's XS optimized, right? I don't know if Microsoft wants that to just be X optimized, right? I think it's still really early, and it's only been a handful of games. But if all of a sudden we hit 2024 and we're hearing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games that aren't releasing on Xbox because it's possibly held back by the Series S, that'd be a problem.
But see, what And once again, you're talking to the non-tech guy. Aren't most of the games streamed that people were playing on their Series S?
Say that again.
Like from the cloud?
Aren't most people playing off the cloud on the Series S?
I don't believe so. Why would they?
I don't know. Look, I'm not.
And they could if they wanted to. You can play. You can play the Series X because the X Cloud.
Oh, I play cloud games.
The game of streaming is running off of Series X blades, right? So you can literally. I can boot up my fat Xbox One. I can boot up the fat Xbox One and just stream every Xbox game on there because and I think that'd be an easy solution. I think Ryan McCaffrey. I think Ryan McCaffrey said that last week.
Yeah.
We brought that up. Like, hey, if we ever run into an issue to where the Series S is the problem, you can say, hey, here's the Series S, and this game, if you want to play it right now, you got to stream it until it's ready.
Yeah. I mean, hell, the Switch did it. It was playing Control. Like, if the Switch can play Control, I don't want to hear... No, and it didn't. It was streamed, so as long as your internet was good, it didn't look horrible. Like, that's true. Bro, I'm telling you, if the Switch can play Control, I don't want to hear nothing. It don't make sense to me. I don't think we're gonna. I don't think they'll phase out the Switch. I think the Series S. The Series S. I think that's gonna be their bread and butter. That's their way in everybody's house. That's the cheapest, easiest way to get everybody into the ecosystem. I think
Xbox Game Pass is
Des, are you gonna be Layla Ellison for Halloween? Des, are you gonna be Layla Ellison for Halloween?
I wasn't even thinking about that. I could.
Somebody said in the chat Des has that red file hair. They say you got that red file looking like Layla Ellison. Baylor.
Not with these braces. But hey, if we do like a Halloween special.
Oh snap! Yeah, we can make it happen. We normally do one every year. I don't know what I'm gonna be this year. I may just come naked and pink paint and be Kirby.
Oh. Oh my God.
What the problem is?
I'm just,
What the problem is?
I'm just so glad to be a part of this show, man.
Yeah.
Chat, if I can come to a Halloween episode butt booty naked, all pink, and be Kirby, type Kirby in the chat, please. Just type Kirby in the chat. I just need 5 people. I just need 5 people to validate how I feel.
Easy layup.
I just need 5 people to validate. I need 5 validations. I need 5 Kirbys in the chat. Majin Buu. Hey, that's the... Fat Boo? Shit. They go. Listen, I'm just saying, bro. See, that's 2. Do Kirby. Kirby don't wear pants.
Kirby wears shoes.
Shoes.
He wears shoes.
Yeah.
Still got him dying.
Yeah. See? We gotta make it happen. Kirby wears shoes. I gotta figure out what shoes.
I support bad decisions. Oh God.
You know, like when people go out looking crazy and you're like, they ain't got no friends. They ain't got no kind of friends.
Y'all are my only friends.
Not the sequence dress. No, hey, look.
Listen, I just want to do it so I could be in Salt Mine's next video. That's all. I'm gonna do it so I can be in Salt Mine's next video. Listen,
y'all
shout out to y'all, man.
Oh God, I can't breathe.
Shout out to y'all, man. Listen, we're still trying to get. I'm trying to run our likes up. You guys hit that like button if you haven't, man. It's free $99 to hit that like button. It's free $99 to subscribe. If you guys can do that, we'd appreciate it, man. For real. We're gonna switch gears again unless y'all got anything else on Baldur's Gate. We know Des is planning to do things in Baldur's Gate as per her TikTok. Go follow Des.
It's about to get weird.
Get weird. With a little worm in your head and everything. I'm so ready. Mind flayers be damned. No, like I'm
doing all the things. You can't do all the things on Twitch though, so yeah.
Hopefully they got a streamer mode.
I'm just gonna. They do, but like, does that blur it out for me? You know, I want to see everything.
I love our community.
He was gonna go there.
I love this community, bro.
Oh. What happened? What did I miss?
Mr. 7-Digit. Yo, I love it here. There's a couple
jokes in there.
I love it here.
Dez gonna break at least 36 international laws playing that game. Oh yeah, definitely maritime laws on this one.
She's streaming too.
It's part of One Piece. Oh, with red checks.
Hey, we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna see what I can do without us getting demonetized.
Oh my god.
We'll see. Maybe this won't stand.
You stream anymore? You can't do that.
That was a mixer thing. I think there's other applications. No,
it used to be on Twitch a long time ago, and then you would just be like, "Hey," and it was streamed through your friend's channel.
Host.
I think they got rid of that.
You can host, yeah.
I
think they
got. You guys should host me streaming it then tomorrow.
Oh, we'll do.
Yeah, because I already know she's gonna be running. She ain't gonna run with me. But I already know you already have.
Are you streaming too?
No. Don't listen to Baron. Baron will play a game one day and then never
play it again.
Never play it again.
That's
facts.
True. Y'all got me.
You know I'm gonna be in that game. I'm in it to win it.
I'll support the hell out of the devs.
Yeah, he'll buy the game.
And then I'll never go back. It's just too many games out here, bro. Y'all see the meme I put up? Literally, these are just the big titles. Sea of Stars, freaking Armored Core 6, Baldur's Gate. I know.
Mm-hmm.
I've been... Bro, I bought into Sea of Stars back when they announced a physical edition that I don't think you can get unless you bought it.
Mm-hmm.
Back when they first announced it. I had to go... I think it was through Canada. I had to convert my money.
You can co-stream through OBS?
Oh,
you can now?
That's what the Don Gaming Live said. Show us how. That way Dez and Baron can co-stream Baldur's Gate 3.
She ain't gonna play with me. I'm gonna have to have my own playthrough. It's gonna be fine. We'll run the screens next to each other.
That's only because I'll get super obsessed and want to play it every day, and he won't want to do it.
Yeah. Hey, I played a lot of Remnant though. I dropped 60 hours in that bad boy.
That's because you felt you needed to be better because you felt you were trash when you played it the last time.
You're right.
And you left me by myself in my world.
You took it personal.
I took it extremely. Hey, I'm glad you know me because I was legit playing on my G Cloud. I was streaming. I was remote playing my PC version of Remnant 2 on my G Cloud. I'm sitting here with my family and I'm sitting there no, I need to unlock this weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, so and so got a new gear set. It's not cool. I don't have that. I took it personal. I'll give you that.
He's not gonna take Baldur's Gate personal, so.
Well, hey, we're gonna see if we can get that co-stream going on OBS because if we could do that, that'd be fire. But shout out to Rain G4 with the $5 super chat. He says Fang could be a black Cabbage Patch Kid. Listen, for $5, I can be whatever you want me to be.
You could. If somebody paying $5 just to say that, that's gold. Oh my god, we got many. Oh my god.
For $5 can be whatever you want me to be.
He said, "Hey man, I'm a cheap date. Have a good time."
Okay, the Don, we got to get with you, bro, because we got to figure out how to do that. Because if we can get a co-stream going, he said it don't matter if it's YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. If we get a co-stream going on one on Dez channel and one on Level 1 channel, that'll be fire. That'll be fire. We on fire up in here. It's burning hot.
Burning hot.
Listen, we're gonna switch gears. Un mas. So, Ratchet Clank Rift Apart released on PC, and as you can see, it really does need an SSD. I'm sorry, people are showing the videos of running on a regular hard drive. It does go to the other worlds, but it's not as fluid as on a PS5 or on an SSD. It's not the same experience. You can play it. It's playable. Not the same experience. I gotta fix this freaking camera after this pod, right? However, it's not selling very well on PC. Apparently, it's one of the worst since they've been launching games on PC. It's not up to par as far as sales with the other games, the God of Wars, the Horizon Forbidden West. Do you think PlayStation will continue to release their games after the fact because of this, or do you think because they're releasing it after the fact, it doesn't run as well as the PS5? But it's 60. And a lot of people seem to be upset about that. Does this push them more to say, hey, we're going to release this game? Because I know that's going to be a conversation for a lot of people when it comes to PlayStation about releasing games day and date on PlayStation, right? That's always going to be a conversation, right? Does PlayStation continue to try to ship these games on PC so far after the fact, or do you think they need to put more love and care to it? What can be the issue? Because Ratchet Clank, for all intents and purposes, is beloved by a lot of people, right? So it's weird to hear that it's not selling well on Steam. I kind of want to get your thoughts. I want to start with you, Dez. Do you think Sony should be doing anything different when it comes to releasing their games on PC?
I don't know. It's so hard because, like, with Steam, a lot of people, unless they're like super hyped and you hear about it in like on Twitter, and unless a lot of people are talking about it, they usually aren't getting it right when it releases. They're waiting for a Steam sale or an event. Like, admit it, a lot of the games you have on Steam is because you got that shit on sale. And that's like, it's not very often that people will get super hyped for a game as soon as it releases on Steam, unless there's already been a lot of hype built around it in the community and just like online. I mean, you have Baldur's Gate. That's a perfect example. So, it's really hard to say. I think it depends on the game. I don't think they're necessarily doing anything wrong. I think it just depends on the game and the community. So.
I see chat. I see my chat that say day and date is coming. I'm gonna start with you, B. The PlayStation they need to pivot, or is it just like it's a barrel in a bucket? They're gonna be all right,
bro. I don't know what their sales were, because worse sales could mean, oh man, we only sold an extra 100,000 copies and we didn't put no extra work into it, but map it to a keyboard. Like I don't see them slowing down. It's money in the bank. It's an easy way to sell. And then maybe it'll be a weird way they bridge that gap and they start dealing with modders, and you start seeing that love for modding Sony games rise up and creates this whole little sub community. Yeah, I see this just taking off. This is a bump in the road.
And you know what's crazy is no way. I'm reading articles and they said it's sold less than Last of Us Part 1. I kind of expected that.
Yeah,
for it to sell less than The Last of Us Part 1.
Yeah. Hell, they didn't even market it that well. The only marketing I've seen for Ratchet, and once again, it could just be because I'm living in this gamer bubble, but only marketing I've seen for the PC version of it was the bad news around it. Am I tripping there?
Was there already bad news around it before, like...
No, that's what I'm saying. Only things I've seen about Ratchet and Clank on PC have been the bad news. Like, I've seen that clip from Digital Foundry being on repeat everywhere. Like, that's all I've seen. So
that's gonna hurt sales. So I'm not really sure what they expected. I don't think they're gonna stop though.
Day and date is coming. It's money on the table. It's money on the table. It's the biggest market of gaming.
They're going to get closer and closer. They're going to get closer and closer. Spider-Man 2 or God of War Ragnarok will likely be on PC next year.
Oh, easy.
Just being honest.
Oh, yeah. What a way to crush it first quarter, but to just drop God of War Ragnarok first quarter on PC. What a good way to start the year, our second quarter financially. You start the calendar year, whatever. I'm sorry, I'm thinking work. But you start the year off strong, the calendar year off strong. Hit them first that first 3 months. At least announce it and then drop it during summer. And funny enough, you won't even have to really release many games. You could just ride the high of that, throw out some DLC and call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
I got a chat up here from Draco Heart Yobi, and I think I'm going to do an actual video about this. But it's something he had put in the post, and I kind of want to answer it in a short form way and give a long form answer later on about how we started level 1. We were a podcast, 2HP podcast on Tick Games Network. If you guys remember Tick, they were the guys who had that interview with Phil Spencer right when he became the head of Xbox. We were podcasting over there. We were writing over there. Again, long story short, that was a bit of a fallout, and we wanted to start over on our own. In every video game, where do you start?
Level 1.
Level 1. We want to start over. We want to be out on our own. And that's what we did. And that's how level 1 was born. Because we did not mind no promo, which I say, you have to tell Idle Sloth to quit ignoring us. No promo, and for us to do it on our own. That's level 1. Shout out to Range U4 with the super chat. He says, question, can you trust someone who eats candy? Hell no. Hell no. And I say that, and my daughter eat candy corn. So I don't trust her little ass. Candy corn is Satan's kidney stones. We should not be eating it. It's disgusting.
I can't stand you. This man.
It's disgusting.
Satan's kidney stones. I would have never thought of that one. That was a good one. I would.
Dad's looking back like she eat candy. Did you eat candy corn?
She do. You eat flavored wax. It's okay.
She eat candy corn. Look at her. She look guilty.
I seen a video of somebody stacking it and it looked like corn. I was like, that's pretty cool. Still don't think you should eat it.
The only time candy corn comes in handy is if you're making homemade Butterfingers. You need candy corn.
I like the flavor of it. Like, it's good, but I can only eat one or two.
You suck on candy corn,
because it's a lot.
I
don't suck on it. I just chew it. I just chew it.
Oh, yeah. I've seen people suck on candy corn.
No, I don't suck on it, but it's really sweet. So like, I can only eat like one or two of them. But I don't go out and buy it for Halloween. It's if it's there.
Candy corn, salt, get out of here, bro. Candy corn is disgusting.
Candy corn with like buttered popcorn is really good. Like that, it kind of reminds me of Sugar Babies. Do you guys remember eating Sugar Babies?
I can see that. I like Sugar Babies.
Yeah, it's really good. You have that salty and then that sweet. It's really, really good.
Hey,
there's nothing good about candy corn.
See, I can't talk too much because I like the popcorn balls during Halloween. Like, but I'm an old man at heart.
You have the taste buds of an 80-year-old, Baron. You don't count.
Hey,
I don't hate on what people like to eat because just growing up black,
Fame does.
There are a lot of things that I would not eat, and black people love. And I've just
we ain't gonna go there because I'm gonna lose all the followers.
That's a whole after
my family from
after
Alabama.
hours episode.
My family from the sticks. I'm gonna tell you.
Post
hey, I didn't ate some stuff.
I've eaten a lot of stuff. So
you don't get this big on accident.
Candy corn's only purpose is to be thrown away.
It's not the worst thing that you could put in your mouth. I'm gonna say that right now.
It's top 5.
Not the worst thing. No,
you eating wax.
It was only invented to be thrown away
at people.
And thrown at people.
It was the trick part of the treat.
They're making money.
I'm just saying. Listen, we got 41 people in the chat. We want y'all to get active right now, right? So if you're watching, I need to type something in the chat here right now. This is your time, right? No super chat needed. If you want to, but this is your time to shine, okay? I want you guys to drop a movie, an anime, TV show, video game. All of them or just one that you're currently watching or playing that you think us and everybody else in the chat need to be checking out. And I'm gonna read those out. Whoever drops one, I'm gonna read it out in the chat. I'm gonna start with my panel. I'm gonna start with you, Des. Either an anime, movie, TV show, or video game. All of them, or just one, or a couple of them that people need to be checking out this week.
Okay, so I know we mentioned it last week, but I finally watched They Clone Tyrone, and honestly, that shit kind of scared me a little bit. And this is all I'm gonna say is because it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, I was mad paranoid after I watched that. Like, I was like, we wouldn't even know.
Can I tell you the funniest part of that whole movie?
Chitterlings!
Nah. Oh, damn. There it go again. The slippery slope of recidivism. I have been saying that anytime my kids do something over again, I'm like, slippery slope of recidivism. But yeah, I'm going to stop. Okay, my bad.
No, it's okay. But Halloween
candy, top 5. Reese's is the best candy of all time. But go ahead, Des. You got to show you got any games you want to suggest?
Yes. It's an oldie, but Broforce is like so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Check Broforce out, especially if you're playing. That game's fun by itself, but like if you got other people you're playing with, like Love it. I'm also still having a lot of fun with Small Land. It's kind of cool that it's in early access because they keep adding new things to it, which is really, really cool. So if you're into like survival type games, check that out. And then I checked out a game called River City Girls. It's a side-scrolling beat 'em up.
Got it on Switch.
Got my ass handed to me by the second boss.
Yep. That game ain't
He's ridiculous.
Is that the one on the roof?
Yes.
Where you can fight? Yeah, that boss fight.
That game ain't easy.
That boss fight sucks.
I
actually got a physical copy of that
fucking
game.
Developer, and I was like, "What the fuck, Bannon?" And he was like, "Yeah, because I'm hateful and I don't like people."
No,
I was like, "You can tell."
I was trying to play the game with my kids. And
it's hard. Yeah, and I'm on normal, so I might need to bring it down to easy because I was like, it don't make no sense. He has like 5 different levels of powers that he goes through, and it doesn't make any sense.
And then it'll push you off the map.
And then, and then you can accidentally fall off the fucking map. Oh my god. Anyways, sorry. Check that game out. It's
Dope
cool. Game. Dope game. And I think that's it. I think that's all I've been like really focusing on.
Okay. In the chat, we got Don. He says bucket list of the dead anime on Netflix. Rotvik, if I'm not mispronouncing, I apologize. Rotvik17 says Twisted Metal is a must watch. I need to check that out. The first that's out now, right? For Smokers, I just watched this a week ago too. Was great. Salt Mine's not a suggestion. We said Reese's is like peanut poop dipped in cocoa bean poop, bro. We're not gonna be disrespectful to Reese's, bro. It's the top tier candy, bro. It's the number 1 candy, bro. Fuzzy Belvedere says Futurama. 2 new episodes on Hulu.
Yeah.
I forgot Futurama.
It's back.
The series that does not.
Is it good? I'm nervous.
I feel like it's gonna be good. I just, especially because it still has the same voice actors and the same people who are directing it. So I think it's gonna be good. Disenchanted was really fun. Wait, was it called Disenchanted?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's hilarious. Yeah.
We got Dragonheart Yobi. Big supporter level 1. He says replicas. That's with Keanu Reeves. Games. Star Wars or Republic doing his Mandalorian character. For show Fresh Prince and comic Marvel's Origins Secret Wars. Fuzzy Belvedere, this isn't a suggestion, but he says I eat chitlins and hog maws, but can't stand pig feet. Boy, you black as hell.
I mess with pig feet, bro. Yeah.
I've had pickled pig's feet before.
Oh yeah, hoghead cheese and all that. Oh yeah, it goes down.
Get you some hoghead cheese, girl.
Hey, bro, on some crackers, man. Look, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I'll go to Piggly right now if I could.
Yeah, let me see.
Shut up.
We got any more suggestions in here? All right, if you got more suggestions, please, if you're watching, drop them. I want to know something cool I should be watching or playing. B, your turn. You up next.
You know what? I finally finished chilling in my 30s, fired from the Demon Lord's army. Dope. It's the fan service is very minimal. It's an adult show. Like, you don't feel weird watching teenagers do weird shit. Like they're all adults. Like, he has a family and everything. It's not wholesome, but it feels good to watch, especially as somebody in their 30s. That anime on Crunchyroll. Oh, and then of course, if you guys got Game Pass, get your free 90 days or whatever.
I need to do that.
Of Crunchyroll.
Come on back to expire, so I'm gonna let it expire so I can do that.
Yep. Get your free months. And then to play, go play Remnant 2. If you like Soulsborne, or you like collecting loot, are you just like power leveling and lore, go play Remnant 2. I reviewed it. The way it averaged out, it came out to 8.8 out of 10. I love that damn game. I'm giving it a little break because I got a lot of the loot, and Baldur's Gate's coming out tomorrow. I'm trying to act normal because Starfield's around the corner. Baldur's Gate's in a few hours. Like I'm gonna have to put in a request and act like I gotta do something important, which I do. PTO is getting used. You know, we're having a long weekend.
But y'all gonna co-stream. That's all I care about.
I'm so mad I have so much shit I have to do tomorrow. I can't call out.
Oh, I gotta work. I can't have sex with bears. Ooh.
Whoa. You have to get to that point. First, you got to romance.
Yeah, like you got to romance.
First off, it's not like some aggressive action. You just click a button.
No, that's how Magic Dance playing the game. Dance presses start, and she's like, "Where are the bears?"
Stop being a hater.
Make you shit on it.
Yeah.
There's special start and like where the bear is at. Come kiss me on my hot mouth.
Next.
Let me see. What's the chat? Bordy said, "Go watch RRR is fire." If you haven't seen RRR, it's a Bollywood film, straight fire.
Where you from? You from
Baltimore. RRR. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss nothing in the chat. Hold on. Y'all making your ancestors mad with that pig talk. Chill. Dragon Game Avengers. Let's go. Somebody said Range G4 Baki. Baki got a new season. Fuzzy Beverly says for games Undisputed. I forgot about Undisputed. It's an early access. Kind of feels like Fight Night. It kind of feels the Fight Night itch still. From what I've seen, it doesn't look very fluid, and that's the issue I'm having with it. Let's see. Warrior on Showtime is great, based on an original concept of Bruce Lee. If you like martial arts, for me, my suggestion. I just bought my tickets today for TMNT. Everyone's saying it is great. I'm going to see it Saturday morning. I'm definitely looking forward to that. For games, I mentioned it last week. I mentioned again, Double Dragon Gaiden is out. Make sure you guys go and check it out. I have a review up on our YouTube and lv1gaming.com if you guys are into, supporting us and, helping us grow and all that stuff. Please go check out the website. Bookmark it. Bookmark the site. We got a lot of dope stuff coming. Before the podcast, I was hitting up Baron relentlessly about people we need to be reaching out to. So we constantly got stuff up and running.
I do got work to do.
Yeah, unfortunately. Listen, I appreciate y'all for real for coming through. Do us a big favor. If you have not, hit the like button. Our goal for every 2XP podcast is to hit 100 likes, whether it's during the show or after the show. If you guys can hit that like button, it helps out a whole bunch. Subscribe if you have not. Fame, look up the finals. It's a game coming to Steam, and it's using the tech that was originally supposed to be for Crackdown 3, because Crackdown 3 lied. But that's the episode for another day. Listen, Master Sith, Dragonheart, y'all be bored. Mr. 7 Digital, Rotvic 17, Fuzzy Belvedere, Mr. Dosha, Rain G4, Salt Mines, Dragonheart, Yobi, Arcade. I'm trying to go through Force Smoking. So many people here. All of you guys, man, you guys are freaking amazing for rocking with us once again. Next Tuesday, the ladies of level 1 will be back with Cogs and Machine. That's Bordy and the Floor Hugger. Bordy the Floor Hugger is feeling better. We should have Cogs and the Machine next week. Next Wednesday, WP Podcast. We do have at some point this month, we have a couple of guests we're working on getting on the show, big name guests that we're trying to get on for you guys to entertain you guys. I think you guys are really going to enjoy these guests we're working on. We got them to come on. We're just working on scheduling. As you know, with big content creators who got a million things going on, there's a lot to do. Whatever's going on with my brother Addict over at the Iron Lords, I hope you are feeling better, my boy. I know the Addict show had to get canceled today. That's usually what I sit and watch before we go live today. So I hope everything's all good and well with you, my brother. We're going to get on up out of here, man. With all that said, congratulations. You guys leveled up to 256 at the WSP Podcast. We'll see y'all next week.
I don't know how you remember these numbers.